Back for more of the D-Tier challenge. Today is Ceres. We'll be going through Palace, Bode, Nuovo, skipping over the boss fight to hit Care, and then Draco, which to get to Jupiter would need to be a 10-minute survival, so we'll be doing 10 minutes there. Then jumping back over to Ludi here, which is a hijack, before doing the Vor and Lech Krill fight. Since I've learned my lesson about keeping the boss fight for last to keep things interesting for me. And that will be our whole run through the system, or through the planet. And we've just got a nice straightforward exterminate here. So let's do that. Whoa! Yeah, there we go. And as opposed to our last mission, where I actually did get my ass kicked by that boss fight, we're back down to level like 15 through 17, I think, enemies, so no longer the hazard that they were. Should give us time to build back up strength to be tough enough to take on the level 25 and 35 stuff. Oh! No, I kind of want to see some punch through on the Dara, but God, what's really bothering me is I cannot stand the stance mod on the Fang. That's gonna have to change. I don't know what we're gonna do to fix that. That's a longer-term goal, but making the Fang Prime not obnoxious. That's high on my to-do list for this playthrough. Oh, yeah, we do need to work on that reload issue too. So, let's see. That was... And what to talk about this episode? Well, I did make it through all of, well, basically all of Deimos, and as some of you might have noticed, I did mention that the reward I was going to give myself for reaching Fortuna, I gave myself the Taxon. Reaching the Necrolisk, I was going to give myself access to the Helminth, and let myself pick out an ability to subsume off of my Nyx's kit. So what would I take out? The smart answer would be, oh, you should get rid of mind control, because it's not really that useful, right? Except, like, we just saw me in that last boss fight using it to great effect. Not, like, specifically useful, I guess. It was a great distraction in a tank, and for whatever reason, the boss just prioritized the hell out of the mind control target and left me alone. And for the sort of squishy thing build that I have going right now, that's not a terrible thing to want to do. Now, what do I never use in my kit right now? Is I never really use Absorb. So I'm thinking I should subsume Absorb off of... Not subsume, I should replace Absorb with another ability. And really, what I'd like to see is I'd like to see something that gives me some survival, something that works with range and range and duration. So shockingly, the first thing that came to mind was, oh, I should put Gloom on here. You know, that's not that wouldn't be bad. But I don't have a Sevagoth yet. Well, I don't have a spare Sevagoth to feed to the machine.
The enemy is broken. Well done. Now get to extraction.
but I'm thinking Gloom might be fun to just drop on there, just in part because I don't even really have to do much with it. I just turn it on and go about my business. I had some other thoughts there. Why am I don't need to kill anything. I can leave right now. So we'll have to work on that. Possibly I might do something between episodes where I go to get Gloom. Okay.
Your mission is to break into enemy data vaults and steal any intelligence files you find.
It's been a bit since I've done a spy mission. Oh. I can't remember if these are hushed or not. They probably are knowing me. No, I guess not.
Be on the lookout for increased security measures. The enemy would rather destroy their data than let it get into our hands.
Oh, that's not where A is.
You're nearing the console. Trigger the alarms now, and they will start destroying the data.
So in terms of good abilities to Helminth on here, I would want something that benefits a lot from efficiency because I'm going to have a very high efficiency build for this frame. Something that enjoys duration and enjoys range, which means well, I'll have a little bit of strength. So really, it's not like I've got anything in particular that I'm building strongly for. But the fact that I've got efficiency and duration at more of a focus than otherwise. That, that makes me think anything that has a toggleable effect would be a good idea.
The target console is nearby. If you trigger the alarms now, the enemy will start destroying data.
Okay. That's what I get for cheating. Alright, we'll have to do it the correct way. Yeah, because at this point in the star chart you wouldn't have access to your operator, so I shouldn't use it at all. Even in cases like this.
Data extracted. They won't even know it's gone.
So, in terms of what I could Helminth on, I guess almost anything works. I'm going to have at least 25% extra ability strength, so things that need ability strength would not be out of place. Things that desperately need ability strength, kinda not. But something that just benefits from it, yeah. The biggest thing will be high energy cost abilities would be okay, and high duration things.
They will start destroying the data.
Or things that you need to have on for a very long time. So again, Gloom feels like a really good call. Alternately, Dispensary wouldn't be the worst, but like I hate using Dispensary all the time just because it's so obviously by default this is the good button, push this button. It's the same reason I don't like putting Roar on things. Fuck Roar. Roar shouldn't be in the Helminth system. You know what? Yeah, we're talking about the Helminth system. Let's talk about things that never should have been in the Helminth system.
Data extracted.
Roar and Warcry. Bullshit.
We have everything we came for.
Fucking bullshit. Why are those there? The Helminth system had so much potential to do cool things, and they make choices like that. With a system like Helminth, the biggest benefit you're going to see out of it is unintended interactions. the most fun someone's going to have with the Helminth system is when you give them a combination of abilities that we'll pick this up in a second.
Okay, you're looking for the mainframe. It's critical that you deliver the payload to that location. My intel suggests there are rich enemy supply caches in the area, but I am unable to pinpoint their exact location. Search them out if you are willing to shoulder the added risk.
I was saying a minute ago about the Helminth system. The most fun you're going to have with the Helminth system is when you generate unintended interactions, where you have one ability that does one thing, and then allowing it to mix and combine with another frame's kit gives you some new, cool interaction. That's the best case scenario for the Helminth system. So every ability you put into the Helminth system should be an ability that does something specific, that does something interesting or unique. Well, at the very least, it should do something specific. It should do one thing. Abilities like Warcry and Roar are just default push button make all thing better.
Your target is this location's
They're
computer
so
system.
powerful and so
Find
general
access the terminals.
that you never have to really
Your
think
target
about
is
when
the
to use
reactor.
them, and you can literally
The
just put them on
reactor will
anyone
have
at any
security.
time,
Watch out for enemy
and
patrols.
anything that person will do gets better. So why did you do that? That doesn't create interesting consequences. It doesn't create interactions.
That's the reactor.
It just
Expose its core
push
and
button
destroy
make
it.
rest of Warframe better.
Target destroyed. Proceed to the
And that's-
extraction point.
That's sad. I know Rhino's charge is kind of not a well-loved ability, but it would have been a lot more interesting to be able to give Rhino's charge to people than it is to give them give people Roar. There's probably something you could have done with charge that you could exploit some other frame's kit to do something cool, but nope, you got Roar.
Keep the enemy busy while a fellow Tenno operative raids the ship for supplies. Ready? Trigger the alarm. Life support has been cut off. They're trying to choke you out. Hold on. I'm sending auxiliary life support.
Yeah,
Look
so
for
I
personal life support
have
modules
strong
dropped by
opinions
fallen
about
enemies.
the way that the Helminth system was implemented that still bother me. Like, even dispensary is a bit like, really? That's the ability from Protea you wanted to have everyone have access to? Again, it's because it's this generalist, no matter what you're doing, push this button and everything gets better. That's not really... At least with dispensary, like, it can really fill in some holes in other frames, like, especially Warframes that have problems with energy management, dispensary can be very nice.
Life support incoming.
But I feel like her turret or her grenades could very easily have been handed out, and you could have done something much more compelling with that. Just because it would have mattered what you put it on. It would have mattered how you used it. It's like, okay, well,
I've delivered
why
a
would I
life
want to
support
put
capsule
these
to the
grenades
area.
on someone? How would I use them?
Activating it will buy you more
I understand
time.
why her turret wasn't the item that was given away. Because honestly, her turret is her real 4, and her 4 is just not that fun to use. And no one had any of their 4s given away as the subsumable ability. But her 4 is a waste because it was designed... Protea's 4 is a waste because it was designed not for her playstyle or for any of the stuff that she does. It was designed to have narrative utility to explain how she was in that void for the holding holding Parvo, hang on. Had a spyware, anti-spyware pop up, like asking me to update my software, and I forgot to turn that off. I didn't want that, didn't want to deal with that. But yeah, her 4 had to be what it was, not because it benefited her gameplay, but because it benefited the story that was used to introduce her. That's not ideal. And it's still a good ability, and it can do a lot to like gimmick you and save you some energy on things. I'm sure there's lots of people who found very creative ways to use it. So it's not like the worst case scenario.
I've delivered another life support capsule.
But it's still like, why? But what about the helmet system? We could see more interesting stuff happening with it still, honestly. I think it'd be very fun if you could use the helmet system to build like a Zaw, but a Warframe. So you get parts that you can, you use the system and it lets you select the 4 abilities that you would put on a completely new Warframe. Any abilities that are in the helmet system can be used to create this new frame. And they determine the base stats of the Warframe. It might be fun. It might be fun. Just because it would be another incentive for why you have all the different abilities unlocked, or why you would want all of the different abilities on there. And I mean, who hasn't thought about like, I wonder how it would play out to use multiple helmet abilities on one Warframe. Well, in general, you can't do that because that's just not how the system works, and that's for the best. I think it'd be really weird replacing half or more of the abilities on one Warframe with abilities you took from Helminth. But using Helminth to build a Warframe that can only use abilities that are in the Helminth system, that could be fun. I do also think it would need a few adjustments there as well, like maybe having an innate efficiency increase on whatever ability you select for the one, so that the one ability is easier to cast on that frame, or a innate power strength buff. Alright, so we've done 5 minutes, and we're going to do another 5 minutes to meet the challenge for this system. And then, like I was saying, like a power strength or range buff for the 4. Maybe power strength and range. I don't know, because that gets trickier, because not all abilities have power strength, or not all abilities have not all abilities benefit from all stat boosts. So deciding what you would want to do there becomes difficult, but at the same time, I feel like you really probably should be incentivizing players to use a 4 that does need power strength. So maybe I don't feel bad about that then. But a kit gun Warframe using your helmet powers, I would like that. I'd like to see that, just because it has a lot of potential replay value. Maybe the way you could work that then is you build this thing as some sort of a meat husk, and it's just blank. And then each time you infuse a new ability onto it, it gains stats, and it gains that ability. That could be cool. I like that.
You are running out of time. Consider extraction. Life support activated.
Yeah, it's still, in the current playthrough, I'm still barely even really using my abilities, just because, I'm enjoying the gunplay with the Dara more. Ah! Grenade. Okay. But I think I am going to be pushing it to a point soon where I will need to focus more on my actual Warframe abilities to get through stuff. Honestly, most of this playthrough I haven't even... I've almost always been at less than full level on my Warframe, which I'm really not that used to being in that situation either.
Tenno, extraction is ready. Life support has
Yeah,
been
I've really not been
replenished.
taking this survival thing very seriously. I've just been leaving the, But,
Life
whatever.
support activated.
Man, nothing is spawning out here.
Life support activated.
Oh, there we go. Ah, I should have kept that one.
Tenno, prepare for life support.
But yeah, what...
Another
yeah,
life
I'm going
support
to ask people to
capsule
comment.
is now
No one
available.
watches these, so I don't know who's going to comment. But absolutely, if you have ideas on how a kit gun Warframe or a Helminth like Husk system where you infuse 4 abilities onto a purely Helminth Warframe, please comment below what you think of that. I think it'd be a really neat feature to unlock as the final level of the Helminth system. Oh, we're almost done here. We got another 30 seconds to go. Ow. I think we should be going the other way. Let's just head for extraction.
The longer you fight, the
Here
more
we go.
successful
10 minutes,
you will
and we
be.
did it.
Life support on.
Alright. So, hijack time. I'm not a fan of
Fomorian core is
hijacks.
being transported from the factory for installation. You are here to make sure that core never reaches a Fomorian-class ship. Left unchecked, Vahek will create hundreds of new Fomorian-class ships. We plan to stop as many ships being built as possible by destroying their most critical components, the Fomorian core. The Grenier are transporting the core by cargo tram. Find the control console to reroute the tram. You're still in the clear. No detection from enemy sensors.
Alright. Well, let's get in here. I actually do have a whole bunch of notes on my idea for for a Helminth built
Excellent.
Warframe.
We now have control of the tram. Its
That's something
drive
that I always
systems
thought
have
was
been
cool.
overridden, and it will now drop power from your shields.
Oh, okay, time to use some chaos. Because this is a great way to not have to worry about defending the target. If everyone wants to kill each other, they don't want to kill the target. I feel like the purple I chose for my power set is hard to see. I might want to switch that up to something a little bit brighter. Ah! No. Oh.
making progress. Stay sharp, Tenno.
What? Ah! Oh, that's the problem. I keep running out of shields. So what we gotta do now is we need to drop some shield pizzas. Ah! Oh, really?
We will build the cores faster than you can destroy them, Tenno. Mark my words.
Yeah, the Grenier hijack is my least favorite because at least on the Corpus one, you can stand on top of the truck. You can't stand on this thing. Or maybe you used to be able to, but I know I certainly can't. God damn it. Alright. Shield restore.
You have reached the midpoint. Disposing of these cores will be a massive blow to a heck.
Okay. Can you tell I'm not a fan of defense objectives? Alright. Well, I guess this is more of an escort. Whatever. Either way, I don't like it. There you go, guys. Be a distraction.
The core is highly volatile. It will rupture if it takes too much damage. Do not let this happen.
God, bloody hell. Alright. Squad shield restore again.
Extraction is close. Do not let up. The Grenier must not be allowed to recover this core.
Back with the core, or don't come back at all!
I actually think that Taxon helped out a little bit with the shield power levels. Almost done. Ah, not again. Oh. Well, that's a relief. I did not want to have to fail another mission. Getting beat up by that boss fight was enough for me.
This is your most dangerous assassination yet. Captain Vor has teamed up with Lek Krill to take you down. Let's show them your true Tenno power.
All right.
Assassination contracts are not to be taken lightly. Eliminating this target will have a significant impact on enemy forces. Search the area. Leave no survivors.
Tag team boss fight.
Keep going. Nobody knows you're here.
I really hate Lich Krill. I hate fighting him. He's not fun.
Vor and Krill are waiting for you. I recommend you focus your attacks on one target. If you split your attention, you may fail.
Alright, we're gonna try and bring down Vor first, because fuck Vor. Oh, shit, and I'm immediately frozen.
Target acquired. Take them down.
Your corpse will serve us well!
Alright, well, we took out Vor. So now we have to deal with the more obnoxious fellow. Yes. Be distracted. Shoot that guy. God. Did I damage him? I don't even know. Would you stop fucking turning? I want to shoot you in the back. Alright.
Strength to the Grenier!
Why is Vor talking? He's dead. Would you do something?
You will join us, one way or another.
Vor, you're dead. Stop talking. Oh my god, why? Why is the vulnerability so short? Alright, never mind. It doesn't matter. We succeeded. We did it, we did it. Let's get out of here. Oh.
Target down.
Okay, and we received a Forma for defeating the boss. I'm going to spend that here on Galvanized Diffusion slot. Alright, and Ceres is down. Look at that. Making some progress. Let's see what we might be able to install another mod now here also. What have we got? Ooh, what do we want in here? With 8 points to spare.
Operator, will you visualize
Supposed to be
a
quick draw
blood
anyway, so
waffle?
let's put primed quick draw on there just to cut down some of my reload time. Unless Ice Storm, could I fit Ice Storm? 9 points. One off. So quick draw for now. And then see you next week.